3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, as you all already know, we have been asked by the company's BOD or Board of Directors to do the strategy audit for the firm. So, I would like to ask you guys to present about it today. But, before anything, let me brief or explain about the company first. So, for the company name, Sapura Energy Berhad is a global integrated energy services and solution company that works across the full upstream value chain, including all renewable energy resources. Next, company's type and industry. Sapura Energy Berhad, also known as a holding company for investment, Sapura Energy Berhad offers products and services related to the oil and gas industry. For the vision of the company is to be a trusted, sustainable and global energy and solution company. And the mission is to cultivate trust with the stakeholders in order to meet business goals by acting safely, honestly, accountability, respectfully and professionally. The company objective is based on the core values. Sapura's energy objective and mission are relatively in line with the core values of the company, as the cornerstone of the company's culture, which is molded by the core values of safety, honesty, accountability, respectfully, and professionalism. Sapura Energy Berhad is dedicated to conducting business in an ethical and legal manner. Next, for the current strategies, Sapura Energy Berhad continued to modernize and boost the operating effectiveness of the assets using 50 years of experience they have gained. Following these strategies, Sapura Energy Berhad will be able to operate globally in both hospitable and harsh regions thanks to the constant updating of its assets. Okay, that's a bit about the company. So, what is the strategy issue or problems that appear in the organization's current situation?
And to board of directors, there are two issues that I found. So for the first issue is struggling with their legacy contracts, and the second one is have to find ways on how to get back their shareholder confidence and trust. So,
next, what about the strategic tools such as SWOT and TOS analysis?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Muhammad Hazib Umar Azwan. As we can see, this table here show the SWOT analysis of Sapura Energy Berhad, and I will present about SWOT analysis of Sapura Energy Berhad. SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunity and threats. So, we see at the strength have a 3 points. First point is establish dominance in the market. Second point is multiple source of income. Third point is solid financial foundation. And for weaknesses, I have a 2 points. First point is a heavy reliance the oil and gas sector. Second point is limited expansion opportunities outside the primary region. And for opportunities, first point is growing global demand for oil and gas. Second point is probability of entering new market. And for threats, first point is growing competition. Second point is governmental regulation. And third point is environmental challenge.
Be explaining followed by TOWS analysis for Sapura Energy Berhad company. So basically, TOWS analysis refers to the acronym of SWOT analysis, which are S, strength, W, weaknesses, O, opportunities, and T, threats. But it has an advance in definition, which consists of the combination of those elements in the analysis. First combination is strength and opportunities strategies. Sapura Energy Berhad company should have multiple sources of income to result in possibility of entering new market. Having multiple sources of income will allow the company to diversify its revenue streams and reduce its dependence on any one market or industry. This can also provide opportunities for the company to enter new markets and industries. Second combination is strength and threat strategies. Sapura Energy Berhad should have multiple sources of income to avoid environmental challenges, renewable energy or diversifying into environment. Besides, Sapura Energy Berhad can have a solid financial foundation to overcome the threat of growing competition in the market. A solid financial foundation can help the company to overcome the threat of the growing competition in the market by providing the resources and flexibility to respond to changes in the industry. This could include strategies such as reducing debt, increasing investment in R&D, or strengthening its balance sheet. Third combination are weaknesses and opportunity strategies. Sapura Energy Berhad should address heavy reliance on the oil and gas sector to experience growing global demand for oil and gas. Last combination are weaknesses and threat strategies. Sapura Energy Berhad should integrate limited expansion opportunities outside the primary region to overcome overcome the environmental challenges. Integrating limited expansion opportunities outside the primary region can also help Sapura Energy Berhad to overcome the environmental challenges by reducing its impact on the environment. This could include investing in renewable energy or diversifying into other industries that are less impactful on the environment.
Next, what is about the external analysis?
External analysis of Sapura Energy Company. STEEP analysis is used by analysts and marketers to find external elements that have a big impact on urbanization. Business decisions are frequently made too quickly and without enough consideration for the consequences. First is social factors, and the example is Sapura Energy is media sources, gender role, and the social structure and hierarchy in Malaysia differs from those in Sapura Energy's native market. The second is technological factors. Energy is one of several sectors that technology is quickly impacting. Technology is influencing Sapura Energy and oil well services and equipment in Malaysia in a variety of ways. The example is development and dissemination of mobile technology has transformed customers' expectation in the energy sector. 5G and its potential and empowerment of supply chain partners. Third factors in STEEP analysis is economic factors. Economic consideration include things like the country's economic performance, tax rates, inflation rates, interest rates, consumer disposable income, the state of the labor market, the economic stage, exchange rates, and etc. The example are increasing liberalization of trade policy of Malaysia, government intervention in the energy sector and in particular oil well services and equipment industry, and economic cycle. Fourth factors is environmental factors. Sustainability and environmental concerns have grown in importance for businesses over the past 10 years. Organizations are being urged to follow environmental standards by the government and pressure groups. The example are extreme weather, recycling, and customer activism. And the last factor is political factor. Change in taxation policy in Sapura Energy has benefited from decreased taxation laws throughout the Western Hemisphere over the past 20 years. High profits and rising spending on research and development are the outcomes. The example are armed conflict, regulatory practices, and political stability in the existing markets. Thank you.
AAA Consult team will conduct some external analysis regarding of the Sapura Energy Berhad. So we explain about the bottom 5 forces model. The first one in this model is about the competition. The competition in this industry. So as we know, Sapura Energy Berhad involved in the oil and gas industry. It is a very big industry that involves billions of money in it. So to say that Sapura Energy Berhad have some big competition that involve companies such as Shell, ExxonMobil, and Petronas. So Sapura Energy Berhad have to ensure that they can really compete with these competitors. So secondly, we will go to the potential of new entrants in this industry. So as we know, this industry involve a huge amount of capital. So to say that Sapura Energy will face some of the big competition from the new entrant, instead to say that Sapura Energy will not have the problem from the new entrants because this industry involve big capital to involve. So we go for the third one, is a power of suppliers. So suppliers, one of the key stakeholders for Sapura Energy Berhad, it brings the supply chain for the company. So Sapura Energy have to maintain a good relationship with its existing suppliers, the vendors, and so on. So the fourth one is about the power of customers. As we know, customers are one of the key element that bring the revenue inside the company. So Sapura Energy Berhad also have to maintain a good relationship with the customer. As we can see in the annual report of the Sapura Energy itself, the customer bring very huge amount of revenue towards the company. So last but not least, we go to the threat of substitute. So as we know, the oil and gas industry are currently facing some of the challenges worldwide. As we know, there are lots of new work that involve the alternative towards the oil and gas industry. As we know, we understand that there are electric vehicles that we introduce right now. So in terms of the substitute that can happen to this industry, Sapura Energy Berhad must understand that it has to be innovative because it cannot depend solely on oil and gas itself. So I think that's the 5 keys in the bottom 5 forces model that can be discussed here. Thank you.
Next, can somebody explain about the financial analysis, organization structure, or any other analysis that is relatable to the company?
I will present a little bit about the financial analysis. For the first one is current ratio below than 1. It indicates that the firm lacks sufficient liquid assets to satisfy its short-term commitment. Next is quick ratio. The quick ratio for Sapura Energy Berhad is 0.1125. If a company's quick ratio is less than 1, it suggests it lacks the quick assets to satisfy all of its short-term obligations. Third is cash ratio. The amount of cash ratio for Sapura Energy until October 2022 is 0.045. A cash ratio of 1 or above implies that a corporation has adequate cash and cash equivalents to pay off all short-term debts. Fourth is profit margin analysis. For Sapura Energy Berhad, their profit margin analysis is 2.92%. A decent margin varies greatly by industry, but as a general guideline, a 10% net profit margin is regarded as normal, a 20% margin is considered high, and a 5% margin is considered poor. Fifth is return on asset. As the return on asset for Sapura Energy Berhad is 2.92%, it is considered low. Next is return on equity. While typical ratios, along with those regarded as good and poor, vary greatly by industry, a return on equity ratio of 15% to 20% is generally considered desirable. Then we can see the return on equity for Sapura Energy Berhad is 31%. Then debt ratio. The debt ratio for Sapura Energy is 0.9822. The decent debt ratio is often between 1 and 1.5. After that is debt to equity. For Sapura Energy Berhad, their debt to equity is 55. Although it varies by business, a debt to equity ratio of roughly 2 or 2.5 is typically as favorable. Last but not least is fixed asset turnover. As for Sapura Energy Berhad, their fixed asset turnover is 0.0145. If the proportion is lower than 1, the company had no asset will not generate sufficient profit at the ending of the year.
Okay, so what is the best strategy to the management to strengthen the company's competitive position and further strategic and financial performance?
Hi, today I will explain about the best strategies that Sapura Energy can do if they want to sustain in the industry. One of them are cooperative strategies, strategic alliances, value chain partnership. By doing this strategy means that Sapura can consider to collaborate with other businesses in order to achieve a competitive edge inside a sector. The second one is to focus on functional strategy. In functional strategy, Sapura must use this strategy because the optimum financial cost of action is determined by analyzing the financial effects of corporate and business level strategy. The last one is corporate level strategies. For these strategies, Sapura Energy could use diversification strategy, especially concentrate related diversification, where a company has a good competitive position, but the sector is not very appealing growth. Through concentrate related diversification into a related industry may be a very effective business strategy. The idea that two firms would make more money together than they would independently is called synergy, and this is what research are looking for.